Hello, my name is Temitope Oluwasomi. I'm a pharmacist and I work in May and Baker. Today we want to talk about breast cancer awareness. This month is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and in support of this, we want to educate ourselves on what breast cancer is about, some of the symptoms, some of the ways in which we can prevent it. Okay, so breast cancer in simple terms is the cells of the breast overgrowing in such a way that it now finally sometimes goes into other tissues, invasiveness, which is called invasiveness into other tissues. So that is why we are advised as women that we should examine our breasts, preferably near the time of our menstrual period. Examine our breasts and do self-examination so that we can quickly detect breast cancer. So there are different signs and symptoms for breast cancer. It might be that the breast is becoming dimpling. See some dimpling on the breast, as in some sunken parts. The nipple is getting inverted. And once you notice that there are any changes in your breast, it is advised that you go and see your medical practitioner to report and let them examine you clinically to see if you have any issues with your breast. Now, it is not only women that have breast cancer. Men also are susceptible to breast cancer, but it is more, there are more frequent cases in women, so we need to be aware of this. Now, for us as African women, we tend to have denser breasts than Caucasian women, Hispanic women, and women of Asian origin. So we need to actually take it upon ourselves to do that breast exam. It is very, very, very important, because the reason why the rate of mortality of breast cancer is so high is that by the time it is discovered, it has passed the stage in which it can be quickly treated. So the things that we can do for ourselves, we can try to maintain a good weight, as in have a weight that is healthy. We can try to exercise. We can make sure that if we are giving hormones, the hormones that we take for contraception, that we get advice from our doctors on the risks to ourselves. For in other climes, we can do some tests to find out if we have the BRCA1 or BRCA2 gene. Those genes are said to make you more susceptible to having breast cancer. And sometimes if you have a sibling, a primary relative like a mother, father, sister, daughter that has had breast cancer before, it is likely that you are more susceptible to breast cancer. So it makes you need to take more proper care. Now, for those people that have seen a lump, first of all, do not panic. You first need to have a clinical examination by a doctor, and you have to have more tests to let us know if you actually have breast cancer or not. It is not, if it is caught early, it is not a death sentence. It is when we do not take, we are not aware, or we are not aware of how our breasts usually are. That is when it can be said that, that something, we will not know something is wrong if we don't usually examine our breasts. Now, for those of us that are getting above 40, it is advisable that every 2 years that you try to do a mammogram. That is, a mammogram is an X-ray of the breast. Now, Caucasian women have a higher prevalence, but because women of African descent are more likely to have triple negative breast cancer, which shows itself up in younger women. For the other types of breast cancer, we see it among older women, but for the triple negative one, it shows itself in a lot of people of African descent And for that, it is a bit harder to treat, which makes it more imperative that we should examine our breasts. So for this month, the watchword is examine our breasts, do things that supports your health. Breast cancer is not a death sentence if caught early, and awareness is power. Do your breast exams, keep a healthy weight, do your exercises, eat right. With that, we can support our health and keep ourselves free from breast cancer. Spread the awareness, because awareness is power.